the basics, the backhand drive, sidearm, and putting in men's game. Because those are pretty much the things that you have to have when you're out on the scrambling, and all that stuff comes later, but we want to talk about the basics to get you guys on your way. But also with our clinics, what we love to do is open things up to a question and answer towards the end. So where you guys can virtually ask any question. It doesn't have to be about this golf. You asked me what Tina's favorite color is. Blue. About it. I didn't have it the other day.
No, you didn't.
I got a reminder that I know it now. So you can just ask anything. But I want you guys to feel, and just let's make this a really cool, positive event.
I want you guys to get what you want to get out of it.
Yeah. So if you don't understand how to throw a roller, we can give you a few tips to understand how to get those rollers down, or just about anything. What we think about before, what we think about after we hit the first tree on a hole. Yeah. So don't think that just because we sometimes act a little bit more relaxed doesn't mean we don't have those feelings too. So jump right into it. So backhand drive, the most common drive that we use in the game, or it's the most common style of throw, so the disc isn't on one smooth plane, front to back. Does that make sense? What I see, and we can talk about my friend Ian here, we did a lesson earlier, and he was coming from up and then into his throw. And that was just causing him to have a more nose up throw. And once he fixed it, he came back straight. He added 60, 70 feet comfortably to his drive and added a more consistent play. So that's why we want to have that straight reach back. Right? Right, Sweet?
Yep.
All right.
Yep. And it also applies to elevation. So if you're talking about trying to drive up a hill, you're not going to come from here and then just throw it up there. That's going to be really inconsistent. So you're still going to throw on that same line. It's this way instead. And if you're throwing downhill, it's this way. You're still on the same plane the whole time. You're just going to make adjustments, but it's always going to be on a straight line.
Yeah. So one other common problem that comes to having that straight arm and the reach back that we start to see more lately is, we call it rounding. And that's simply because people think they're reaching back farther because they're trying to throw harder, but in turn they're reaching around their body. So if I'm trying to throw right down this guy's nose, right? Trying to throw, pop him right in the face if I could. Coming from here, now I'm having to pull through and find the line that I would be on, rather than reaching back in that line. Does that make sense? So, common things to think about is video yourself and see if you are rounding. Some people may be doing it and not noticing. And it's not necessarily the worst thing to be rounding at times, but it's just, you might be just doing it just a little bit. And that's causing a slight inconsistency, and you're wasting energy. Shortest distance between 2 points is what? Straight line, right? So we want to keep on that straight line by staying smooth, here, straight line back, to fire through.
So I really want to tap into what Eric just said, because I think it's a more important teaching tool than anybody really gives it credit. But find a way to take video of yourself. You're going to learn so much. How do you know what you're doing unless you can see it yourself? And have a friend do it. We have a tripod. You can stick it in your bag. Doesn't matter. But do a few of them and film yourself until you get that drive that feels right. You're like, yeah, that's my best drive. And look at what you did for a bad drive and compare it to what you did on your best drive. And you're probably going to find something that's really obvious. Oh, my foot was here. Oh, my timing was way off and my foot planted. And then 2 seconds later I pulled through. Or
not saying go and mimic them because their bodies are very different from yours. But mimicking some of the things that they do. And if you go and watch, there's plenty of videos on YouTube that have slow motion of some of the top players. I'll get parallel. Aiming for your nose again. Sorry. You'll be beat up after this. If I'm here and I want to reach straight back, I'm having to go through my body now. So I'm having to round around my body. And naturally, if I were to actually reach back,
Not to mention, look at his hips. They're staying in one place, barely using them. Not harnessing your full power.
so what we focus on, Ryan, take that please. I trust you. Thanks, sir.
20?
Yeah, that's fine. But if we get that plant foot out in front of our stance, so we stagger our feet more, and we reach back here, this is a good straight arm reach back. My hips are engaged, my core is engaged here. And now I pull through from here, right in line. And the reason we do that is now we can start to use our plant foot as our guide, our knee as our guide, our shoulder as our guide to hitting our line. People ask like, well, how do I hit my line? It's like, yeah, in a backhand drive, you lose sight of your target for a half second here when you pull through. Most players are trusting that the time they've spent in the field and their timing of their footwork will get them on that line. And that's why we go out and practice. That's why we go out and throw smooth. So by getting here, if I come and I step through right here, I'm there. I know that that's going to be my release point down the tunnel towards his face. So, sorry. So, getting that plant foot out helps. And if you just go out and try it, and I got to work with my boy Scott today, did a great job. He learned a ton, and really impressed with him and his crew that came out and supported us.
Just keeping everything over your shoulders. So you're not coming up here unless you have a big impact or something, but it's really common to come up and then turn your wrist over. But if you stay
Coming towards other people. Sidearm put. You on that side, take a step forward. You guys look way farther away.